talking about Artemisia afra, African wormwood, umcloniane, lengana ovulaals. I'm here with Craig, a phytotherapist, and this is what we have to say.
Surely it's better to use a medicine that you can grow yourself or can be grown locally, can support the local economy, and can deal with local healthcare problems. If you think about it, a lot of our local plants have evolved to deal with our environmental conditions, our weather systems, our ultraviolet levels, etc. So they have an intelligence about how to deal with the changes that happen in our environment, our local environment. And so we're subjected to those changes as well. So they can help transfer some of that intelligence into our systems and help our systems to deal with what's going on in our environments. So the other thing I think which is probably less known about Artemisia afra is that it's a really good wound healer. So it's a lovely antiseptic plant, and it's cleansing, and it's antimicrobial. And the other thing that it does is it helps to disperse swellings. So if you've got a contusion or a bruise or a swelling as a result of a sprain or an injury or something like that, it can actually help to disperse that swelling. And then the other property that's very useful for wound healing is that it's a painkiller as well. If you think about it, how it also would have been used in prehistory, is that it if you couldn't boil water in a pot because you didn't have a pot, you could still actually crush the plant and apply it on directly. So we see this a lot with Artemisia afra, is that traditionally it can be bruised and rolled up into a ball and then inserted into the nostril to decongest the nose and help with colds and sinusitis, that sort of thing. It can be bruised and crushed up and rolled into a ball and carefully put in the ear. You want to be able to retrieve it. So. Another issue, which is just the fact that because it's so popular at the moment, people are really over harvesting it, and I think you have to really be respectful of the plant. And a lot of traditional medicine systems always ask the permission of the plant first before harvesting the plant. So that's something that comes across in plant medicines in many different cultures. So being respectful to the plant, being aware of is this plant rare in this environment or is it really common, and how much can I harvest? You want the plant to be able to regenerate after it's used. Unfortunately, what we're seeing now with COVID-19 is that people are just stripping the plant out everywhere and selling it on the side of the road, and companies are getting in on it and producing products, and it's been in short supply. And unfortunately, it's being stripped out in the wild because there's not enough commercial growth of it to keep up. The easiest thing is to grow it yourself, and it's a really easy plant to grow. It's easy to take soft cuttings, and they root quite readily, and the plant grows quite quickly as well. So grow it yourself, keep it outside your back door in a pot, and it does well with a good pruning back every year after flowering. And so if you do actually sort of take too much care of it, its medicine isn't going to be as strong as a plant that's sort of growing on the mountainside and struggling a bit. Thank you.